Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Black Lives Matter. Pigs in a blanket.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zombie Albert Einstein. Earlier this year, I came around the corner here at the State House when 250 Black Lives Matter extremists were bullhorning the empty building. Was ist los? What's going on? They said, we are protesting the tragic death by police of George Floyd. Oh, I saw that on the news. That is tragic. I am of the Jewish persuasion, and we are a people who believe in justice. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. When I told them that I was a capitalist, they called me a white supremacist and threatened to throw me off the wall here at the State House in Providence, Rhode Island. I've got a coronavirus in my nose. It's a common cold. So I'm trying to do this as fast as possible and go get a cup of coffee. But I was trying to reason with the Black Lives Matter. About 50-50, white and black. A big burly black man threatening to throw me over the wall. I said, that's a hate crime. You get the media out here. I'm 72 years old, disabled, so he didn't throw me over the wall. So they continued, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Then they started doing graffiti. I said, are you from Providence, Rhode Island? I was born here in 19 whatever. So I said, look. Then they started smashing the windows here. And I said, now I will call the police. I didn't, but they did. 15 police came, barricading the back of the building to prevent any more damage. They're still chanting at the police, hoping the media will come, which they did. So they got their way, they got on TV. Black Lives Matter, no justice, no peace. Black Lives, while they were chanting and talking to the police were very professional. I was cleaning up their trash for 3 hours. Finally, I said to one of them, why don't you show respect? It's a two-way street. Ask for a permit. So they asked for a permit. 5 days later, I cried when I looked down from the State House. 10,000 young, beautiful people. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. The permit was from 3:30 to 9, and because the megaphones, no power, people at 6, 7 were starting to drift off because they couldn't hear. So it was dwindling to 5,000 to 2,000. So I'm there, hippie from the 60s. All we are saying is give peace a chance. All we are saying is give peace a chance. And then Hashem gave me another I chant. I was chanting, no peace, no permits. No peace, no permits. No peace, no permits. And some of the Brown University students says, you're right. All those kids that left early, with good hearts will be disappointed if they get no more permits. So, zombie Albert Einstein, peace activist, is one of the founders of Black Lives Matter, Providence, Rhode Island. Imagine that. So I finished cleaning up after them, because I lived just 3 blocks on Smith Street. And then they had another permit. This time it was sponsored by the medical staff here in Providence with mascot. So they told them, when you have these big rallies, because there was very few masks, when it was Black Lives Matter, no justice, no peace. So the medical students set the roll, and they met with about 4,000. So I tried to get closer coming up the walkway because I couldn't hear with my hearing deficits, when 15, mostly white, Black Lives Matter, judged me without knowing who I am. They said, he's a white supremacist. I said, you don't even know me. I show a picture of my dad after we talk about this. So here they are judging me, ignorant. My father was DNA, 42% Nigerian, 14% Malian, 5% African Bushman, 5% Irish, black as spades. His brother was my complexion with gray eyes, and he was Asiatic mix. My mother could have passed for white, but all 4 of her grandparents had slave heritage. She was African American, Jewish, Irish, French Canadian, Spanish, Dutch, Wampanoag, and Narragansett. You cannot say all lives matter. One woman got shot in the forehead. 2-year-old son, and a groom crying. You can't say all lives matter. Remember Al Sharpton in New York City? Pigs in a blanket. What do we want? Dead cops. When do we want it? Now. Al Sharpton did the funeral for Floyd. What kind of justice is that? Holy shit creek. And when the funeral was, when Black Lives Matter Dallas had a rally, free speech rally, an angry black man with real serious weapons killed 6 police and wounded others. Do you think Al Sharpton would go to that funeral? All Black Lives Matter. When they started in 2016, I was asking them, I was in Boston where my office is, why don't you go to Chicago? They have so many shootings every week. You think that American police are dying to go shoot a black man. 95% of police officers in America never discharge in a 30-year career. Only time they do is practice range. And the number of blacks that shoot each other every year is disgusting. Move on. We Jews, after 450 years in slavery, we supported each other. What is wrong with the African Americans? You cut each other's throats. You burn and loot each other's businesses. Get your act together. I'm black and I'm proud. White lives matter. I'm black and I'm proud. I'm tired of the death, self-destruction, and these damn politicians are behind it. Oh, I've got to take a break. God bless America and everyone else.